guys, it's Zoe and today I'm going to be talking about day 8 of my European Odyssey trip to France, Italy and Greece with people to people. To know more about this trip and see what I did on the previous days or in future days, I will make sure to link the playlist in the cards and also in the description below, so if you guys would like to check those out then make sure to do that, and also don't forget to subscribe. I make tons of videos about travel and bullet journaling and books, and if you're interested in any of those then please make sure to subscribe and leave comments below on how you like this kind of video and what else you'd like to see from me. So without further ado, let's just hop right into the video. This day was literally probably one of my favorite days of my whole trip. It was the day that we hiked up Mount Vesuvius, and in case you're wondering how you know what Mount Vesuvius is, it's a volcano that exploded on Pompeii. It's in Italy, in Naples. It's erupted a couple times since then, but it's pretty dormant now. But it was absolutely gorgeous and I had the best time. I was so nervous about this day and it just ended up being literally so much fun and I loved it. And I would go back and do it like in an instant. Like, I climbed Mount Vesuvius. I could do anything. That was literally my quote, like the entire rest of the trip. The day started out really great. In case you didn't watch the video right before this, we stayed in a convent that night. And the convent was actually really nice and it had great Wi-Fi, so I was pretty happy. It also had a really nice view and the women, the nuns, were really nice. We had a delicious breakfast. And then it was off to Vesuvius, and I was pretty sad to leave because, like I said, it was a pretty nice place. The bus ride there was actually quite terrifying because we didn't like start at the bottom of Vesuvius, we like started like halfway up the mountain, but they had to like drive us around this mountain first, and we were on this massive bus. I mean, we had like 50 people, so it was a huge bus, and this mountain did not exactly have big roads. It was rather small, and there were lots of sharp corners that we had to go around, and so they were so sharp that literally the bus driver had to honk, because they were so small too, honk every time he wanted to turn a corner to make sure there wouldn't be anybody else on the other side. So that was a little bit scary, not going to lie. But eventually we got to the top of, well, not the top, but we got like halfway, 3/4 of the way up the mountain, and we stopped and there was like a whole bunch of shops and like we had a little bathroom break or whatever, and then we started to actually hike up. So this first part of the hike was like by yourself. It was pretty steep. It was like a constant incline the whole way up, which was quite hard, and it really kind of hurt your feet after a while, and I was so out of breath and like sweating, and it was really pretty the higher up we got, and I really enjoyed it. After that first part, there was like another little like stop where we had to pay 10 euros if you wanted to do the next part of the hike. So we had like a little presentation at first, and then we went ahead and did this next part. It was quite hard. It was like a full-on hike. Like, I mean, the first part was like hike, but it was like a pathway, which was pretty easy to get around. But the next part, you had to actually it was really steep, and at times I literally was like I was like crawling. I felt like I had to use my hands. But it was so worth it. We got to go inside the crater and then like come back out, and it was gorgeous. Like, the view was so pretty. It was just an amazing experience. Like, I don't even know how other way to say it. It was just so much fun. We came back up and there was like a little shop, and I bought myself a snow globe naturally. You want to see? I think you want to see. I really like it because it's got like the volcano in the middle, but then it's got like Pompeii around the side, which were like the two main things that we saw while I was there. So then we got on the bus and we went a little ways further down, and there was like a little restaurant where we had our lunch and we had pizza, and a whole bunch of like Italian guys like sat with us, like to have food. Like, it was arranged, like they came to have lunch with us and like talk to us, and that was pretty cool. They were all really funny. The only thing was like the guys at my table were like 20 probably, and I was like 14. So that was a little bit weird for me because they were like talking to me and they were like, "You want to smoke?" And I was like, "No, it's okay, I'll pass." So I felt kind of awkward like in that sense, but that was a pretty common occurrence on the thing. And also it's pretty different in Europe. Like, at 14 a lot of kids did smoke. Like, I had a few more experiences with that, and it was a little bit shocking, but I mean, that's how their cultures work, and just the way it is. So like I said, they were actually really funny, and they like came on the bus at the end to like wave us off. I think I have a video, I'll try to put it in here, but it was actually a lot of fun with them. They were really, really funny. I fell asleep as we went down the mountain, which is probably a pretty good thing because we were still going around all those sharp turns, and I was like, I did not want to have to deal with that. And then it was off to Rome, so we were driving all the way to Rome after that. We had like one little stop at a pretty fancy gas station actually, and I had some Milka Oreo chocolate things. It was so good. I needed that. I woke up a little bit after that, and you know, we like chilled on the bus, and like I braided people's hair and they braided my hair, and it was super fun. I actually miss it so much. Like, it was like a whole bunch of fun. I distinctly remember dinner that night. Like, there's a lot of these things that I really don't. Like, I've been going through and like writing all this stuff down, like going through pictures and stuff, and I'm like, I do not remember that at all, but I remember dinner this night. It was in this like little restaurant, and we were in like, it was pretty colorful. There were like, we had like the whole restaurant. It was tiny. It was so cute though. And we had like, it was like fries, and then it was like pork with like this white sauce. I think it was pork. This was a huge debate actually that night to kind of guess what it was, because most of the time they just didn't tell us what we were eating. So it might have been veal, which isn't particularly something I eat. More on like a moral standpoint than a food standpoint. But it was good. So I hope it was pork. If not, then I was hungry. I'm never gonna find out what it was at this point. So it was nice, and I ate food for once, which was pretty good. We also had like this chocolate mousse thing afterwards, which was delicious. Like, I'm telling you, oh, I don't really remember the hotel we stayed at. Wait, no, I do remember. It was a pretty nice hotel. Anyway, the next day we were going to the Vatican, which I was pumped for because I'm Catholic. So I went to sleep looking forward to that and the rest of Rome, and yeah. So that was the end of that day, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, make sure to like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!